Hello, welcome to you all in our channel Banking Preparation. In this video, we are going to describe some of the important MCQs which is related to the banking examination, and this is very much important for all the banking examination to crack the first paper. Now let's start the video. First question, what is the primary objective of Nepal Rastriya Bank? Options are to provide loans to commercial banks, to regulate and supervise the banking sector, to promote trade and commerce, to set up new financial institutions. The correct answer is option B. Regulate and supervise the banking sector is one of the primary objectives of Nepal Rastriya Bank. Number second, what is the minimum reserve requirement for commercial banks in Nepal as per Nepal Rastriya Bank regulation? 2%, 4%, 6% and 10%. The correct answer is option D, 10%. Nepal Rastriya Bank has to set the minimum reserve requirement of 10% with the total deposit. Question number 3. The liquidity ratio maintained by commercial banks in Nepal is regulated by which entity? Options are Ministry of Finance, Nepal Rastriya Bank, Securities Board of Nepal, and Nepal Brokers Association. The correct answer is option B, Nepal Rastriya Bank. Number 4. Which of the following is not a function of Nepal Rastriya Bank? Let's see the options. Issuing currency notes. This one is the function, definitely. Implementing monetary policy. This one is also the function of Nepal Rastriya Bank. Setting interest rates on personal loans. This is not the function of Nepal Rastriya Bank. And deregulating and supervising banks. So this is also the function of Nepal Rastriya Bank. So the correct answer is option C, setting interest rates on personal loan. Number 5, which act governs the functioning of Nepal Rastriya Bank? Nepal Rastriya Bank Act 2002, Banking and Financial Institution Act 2006, Financial Regulation Act 2010, and Nepal Central Bank Act 1995. The correct answer is Nepal Rastriya Bank Act 2002. Which is the primary tool used by Nepal Rastriya Bank to control inflation? Open market operations, discount rates, reserve requirements, and all of the above. The correct answer is option D, all of the above. To control the inflation rate in the market, the Nepal Rastriya Bank used these all three tools like open market operation, discount rate, and reserve requirements. Number 7, in which year did the Nepal Rastriya Bank established? 1951, 1956, 1960 and 1972. The correct answer is option B, 1956, April 26, and in Nepali date 2013, Baisakh 14. Which is the primary role of Bank Supervision Department within Nepal Rastriya Bank? Setting national economic policies, supervising and regulating banks and financial institutions, managing the country's foreign exchange reserves, implementing government fiscal policy. The correct answer is option B, supervising and regulating banks and financial institutions. Question number 9. The term moral succession in monetary policy refers to imposing financial penalties on banks, encouraging banks to follow certain policies through persuasion, legal actions against financial institutions, and directly controlling interest rates. The correct answer is option B, encouraging banks to follow certain policies through persuasions. Number 10, the Nepal Rastriya Bank's monetary policy framework primarily includes currency issuance and circulation control, monetary policy targets and tools, banking sector regulation and oversight, and all of the above. The correct answer is option D, all of the above. Nepal Rastriya Bank's monetary policy framework includes like currency issuance and circulations, control, monetary policy targets and tools, at the same time banking sector regulations and oversight. So the correct answer is option D. Question number 11. What is the purpose of the Bank and Financial Institution Act 2073? to set up the legal framework for the Nepal Rastra Bank, to regulate and supervise the financial institutions, to outline the procedures for currency issues, to provide guidelines for the national budget. The correct answer is option B, to regulate and supervise the financial institutions. Number 12, which of the following is a key components of Nepal Rastra Bank monetary policy? Reserve money management, fiscal deficit control, direct credit controls, and exchange rate policy. The correct answer is option A, reserve money management. Number 13, what is the primary purpose of open market operations conducted by Nepal Rastra Bank? To manage government spending, to control inflation and adjust liquidity in the banking system, to regulate interest rates on personal loans, and to issue new currency notes. The correct answer is option B, to control inflation and adjust liquidity in the banking sector. Banking system is one of the purpose of the open market operation conducted by the Nepal Rastra Bank. Number 14, this cash reserve ratio CRR is the percentage of commercial banks' net demand and total liabilities that might be kept as reserves. What is the current CRR, cash reserve ratio requirement is in Nepal Rastra Bank as per the Nepal Rastra Bank regulation for commercial banks? Options are 4%, 5%, 7%, and 8%. The correct answer is option A, 4%. Number 15, which of the following best describes the discount rates? The rate at which commercial banks can borrow from Nepal Rastra Bank, the rate at which banks lend to each other's overnight, the rate paid on savings deposits, the rate at which Nepal Rastra Bank buys government securities. The correct answer is option A, the rate at which commercial banks can borrow from Nepal Rastra Bank is called discount rate. Number 16, what is the role of the Financial Stability Report published by Nepal Rastra Bank? To provide annual financial statements of Nepal Rastra Bank, to assess and address potential risks in the financial sector, to outline government fiscal policies, to detail the annual performance of commercial banks. The correct answer is option B, to assess and address potential risk in the financial sector. Number 17, which departments within the Nepal Rastra Bank is responsible for managing the country's foreign exchange reserves? Options are Banking Supervision Department, Research Department, Foreign Exchange Management Department, and Payment System Management. The obvious answer is Foreign Exchange Management Department. Number 18, the fiscal policy of Nepal is primarily formulated and managed by which entity? Nepal Rastra Bank, Ministry of Finance, Securities Board of Nepal, and Nepal Bankers Association. The correct answer is option B, Ministry of Finance. Question number 19. The credit to deposit ratio CDR is an important indicator for banks. What does it measure? Options are the ratio of banks' total credit to its total deposits, the ratio of banks' deposits to its total assets, the ratio of banks' total reserves to its credit, and the ratio of banks' interest income to its total credit. The correct answer is option A, the ratio of banks' total credit to its total deposits. And the last question for today's video, which of the following is not a major function of Nepal Rastra Bank's research department? Options are conducting economic research and analysis, publishing the annual report of Nepal Rastra Bank, managing the payment and settlement systems, and providing policy recommendation based on research findings. The correct answer is option C, managing the payment and settlement systems. This much for today's video. Thank you for watching us, and for more please visit our channel.